It feels so weird doing talks just by myself. I think it's weird, but you know, it's a lot easier to do one of these with the boys. Jacob, Dav, whatever. Um, I had an idea of what I wanted to say. Ah, I was thinking today while I was at work. I was like, because way back in the day, I tried to give my dog Duke a schedule, like an actual schedule. He eats at this time every day, the same time every day. He goes and he goes on a walk the same time every day. Just like consistency. I tried to. I mean, it didn't really work out that well because like I had days I didn't want to do it at a certain time, or days that I couldn't do it at a certain time. Take him on a walk, or feed him or whatever. But like I tried, and I find it funny that I held him to a higher standard than I hold myself. Because it's like I don't have consistency. I'm currently reading this big book. It's like 700 pages. I'm borrowing it from Gabby, and it's massive. It's like the biggest book I've read up until this point, and I mean like read like finished, is like 400 pages. So 700 pages it's a monster to me. It's a behemoth. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna read this, like 1 to 2 chapters before I go to bed every night, right? And I had like a few days where I just got distracted watching stupid YouTube videos, or just, playing games, Warhammer, League, what have you, right? And just completely slept on the book. Completely forgot that that's what I was gonna do, right? And I mean, after I realized that happened, I'm like, oh shit. Next day I'm gonna crack down and read it some more. But there have been, like little hiccups, bumps in the road where, I was not consistent. And I do that a lot, where I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and I completely just pull a 180 and just neglect all the planning, all the preparation, which I don't do that often, right? I usually just fly by the seat of my pants. Not to say that works, not to say that it doesn't, but it seems like most people, and I'm using my sister as like a reference point, but most people, like got a head for things, like they have a plan and they do it, and everything that they do is solid. And I'm just realizing now, which is kind of late. I think I realized it earlier, but I just like completely discarded the idea that I'm not consistent. I mean, I've known it, like the YouTube channel. It's I upload whenever I get an itch to, it's just whenever I feel it, which is, I'm starting to like that less and less. I think I need consistency more. I think I do. But the problem is, right? I think to like get that happening, you need like a buddy. Yeah? And Gabby's like busy. She's doing like school stuff. She's gonna become a teacher, and that's great, In like what, a year, 2 years, she'll be a teacher, right? Or something. She's like an aide for a teacher now, which is sick, more power to her and all that. But, and like all my other buddies are off doing whatever. Jacob's up in Bellingham? I haven't talked to Forrest in ages, which is a shame. I mean, I yell at other people for falling off the face of the earth, just failing to keep contact, and I do it all the time. Gabby's right. I do it all the time. It's ridiculous, but it's so easy to do, you know? Like, it's so easy to do. You just go, oh yeah, I don't actually wanna even try. I mean, but a lot of the time for me personally, a lot of the time, if I stop trying, it's because I see someone else is not putting in the effort, you know? Like, if you're not trying, what's the point in me trying to, you know? It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. Now I lost where I was going. Oh my goodness. See, if I was doing this with a pal, oh, that's what it was. A pal. Yeah, if I had a accountability buddy? How do you say that? Accountability buddy. Well, yeah, there's like a funny way to say it where buddy is already in the word. You don't have to say accountability buddy. It's like buddy, whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, if I had one of those, right, I could probably, you know, be in check, be held in check, and accountable for the things that I want to do, you know, but don't have like the drive to do. Because I think with a little shove, a little push, I could actually do shit I want to do. You know? I want to write my story. I was like, okay, this chapter's taking forever to write. Like, I'll write a little bit and then I'll forget about it. Write a little bit more and, you know, forget about it. And I'm like, okay, I gave myself a deadline. I gave myself 2 weeks. I thought 2 weeks was too long of a time. I didn't even complete the chapter. And it's been, like, what, 2 months now? Maybe 3 at this point? Like, fuck me, man. That's something I actually want to do. Like, that's something I actually want to do. Like, down to my core. I feel like I have something to tell right there, but, you know, it's just, what is simple is more appeasing, I guess. I don't know. I got a mountain of books that I've always wanted to read. Most of those books I haven't read, dude. Most of them I have not read. I bought them or I found them in like one of those cheap bookstores or whatever. You know, just scrounge them up. And they're just sitting there. You know? And some of those books I've started. And I enjoyed the book. And then I get distracted by another book. Which is completely absurd. People, if you're gonna do something, just I think, you know, just follow one thing through and then go to the next. I think that's a little bit easier. Cause I've tried this multiple times, having like 12 things going at one time, and as we all can see, you know, one thing gets a little bit of love, the other thing gets a little bit of love, and then, you know, like 12 other things get neglected, you know? Like, you make a little bit of headway in like 3 things, and everything else is just forgotten. I do that all the time. It's so irritating. It's actually so irritating. Oh god, man. Like, why am I this way? It's so annoying. I do the same shit when I don't have a routine when I wake up in the mornings. I feel like I should, and I know what I should do, right? I should jump out of bed, go take a leak, maybe a dump if I need it, you know, go grab some water, get some food, you know, and then if I want to play some games or watch some stupid videos, boom, you got it, right? But I don't. See, my routine in the morning is this, right? I'll I'll wake up to my alarm, and I'll jump out of bed to turn it off. And instead of staying out of bed, right, I'll hop back in bed. Oh, God. Like, the alarm is useless at that point. Oh, God. It's so, like, why alarm, you know? Why alarm? I should just turn the damn thing off. Try running without an alarm for like a week. See how that goes. And if it goes well, then I don't need an alarm. I don't think I do, because I usually wake up between like 3 and 6. Unless I decided to play a bunch of League the night before and stay up hella late. Or watch some videos or some movies, you know? The usual. Your common man's, vices. Hey, that's me. No, but I'm serious. No, just, like, normal shit. Shit, stuff you do, you know? But, it's so silly. It is actually so silly. Do you guys do that? Where you jump out of bed to turn off your alarm? Or, you don't even have to jump out of bed. Your alarm is right next to you. You just turn it off and roll over. Do you do that? Because I know for certain that's not productive, right? I feel like that's one of the first stages of just, I don't know, collapse. Like total, downfall. Like the rest of it is just gonna fall along with it. But that's, I mean, I guess that's the critical side, just, going into full effect. Buckling down, just trying to overanalyze stuff. But I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong. But, I mean, the problem is, I think the major problem is, it's too much freedom. It's too much freedom. I think, I mean, wait a second, though. I mean, too much freedom. When I was at the house, right, and I was getting told what to do, Dad told me this, Dad told me that, Mom told me this, Mom told me that. Me no listen. Me do my own thing, right? So maybe I'm wrong, because I bet I did the same shit at the house. But I feel like I was more productive at the house, right? Like I was doing shit. I mean, now with me, but like Dad needs help, boom, I'm Jimmy on the spot, I'm jumping around. Jump up and get down, But now I'm not Jimmy. I am not Jimmy on the spot. What happened to Jimmy? Where'd he go? Jimmy's sleeping, dude. What the fuck? Jimmy, get up. Holy shit. It's ridiculous. I am half tempted to just, tear the sheets off of Jimmy. He'll be freezing. He'll wake up. He'll get up. Right? That should happen. I should give Jimmy some cold treatment. Harsh punishments. Because with brutality brings loyalty, right? I mean, not like a family loyalty, not like a kin loyalty, but that's like loyalty you get on like one of those friggin', master and servants loyalty. But it's like I feel like I could go places if I just fucking bring the asshole out. No, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing that. We're doing this. Just like kick myself around. Just to stop whatever the hell I'm doing, so I can actually do what I want to do or what I should do, or what I've been sleeping on for like months, like buying a washer dryer combo set. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a washer dryer set. I've been at this place for what? Almost a year at this point? Has it been almost a year? I have no idea. But I've been here a while, folks. I've been here a while. And I've been going to the house to do my laundry, right? I've been going to the house. I have a hookup for a washer dryer. I don't have one yet. It's been a minute, a hot minute, okay? Somebody's been baking that potato too long, and I still don't have one. I totally could, you know. I got a pickup. We could go to, you know, a place, pick up some, you know, buy them, grab them, leave, you know. Jeez, what the hell am I doing? What am I doing? I don't even know. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. Somebody help me. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. Adulthood sucks, dude. Adulting sucks. And it can't be avoided. It cannot be avoided. Ay, ay, ay. Jesus. Help me. Oh boy. You know what? If it could be avoided, you would have millions upon millions of just 4-year-olds on the planet. I guarantee it. And I'd be one of them, God willing. Were that a thing, you know? If that was a thing, jeez, I would not hesitate. I would not doubt. I would act. I would, jeez, I'd be playing with Lincoln Logs right now instead of, you know, rattling my brain in an empty room 16 miles from the house. Is it 16? Yeah, it is 16. And I know that because I had a stupid day once, like a really stupid day, where the truck was getting worked on by a mechanic buddy of ours, and so my brother took me to work, and I didn't check my phone. I don't like checking my phone. I still don't, right? Because I didn't really see what the point of it was, you know. And right, so he took me to work. I get there, I punch in, you know, and or I go to punch in, and I find out that we're off that day. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? I was livid, brother. I was livid. I was furious. Damn furious. And so I'm like, all right, you know, I just suppressed all that rage, you know, just bottled it up. All of that, you know, hostilities was directed towards me, right? Because if I checked my phone, we wouldn't be in that mess. I would not have been there. I would have been at the house. I wouldn't have been, you know, in town. I mean, but honestly, dude, I had so many people I could have called for a ride. I had like 3 people after I told them what I did. They're like, hey, dude, next time that happens, just give me a call. I'll give you a lift. Easy, right? So what I did, right, after I found out that I didn't work that day and I was in town, and my brother got off at 5, right, 5 p.m. I'm like, all right, we're walking home, and you're going to remember to check your phone once in a while, right? So shit like this doesn't happen again. So I walked 16 miles, maybe a bit more, because I took the trails, which I should have gotten off on one road, and I didn't. So I had to loop back around, so it might have been a little bit more. But you know, I walked all the way there in like my shitty steel toe work boots. And those boots, oh my god, dude. Those boots are a pill. They are a pill. Those boots, they gave me a big ass blister, like, every time I wore them on my left foot. Yeah, the left foot boot was... The left foot boot? The left boot. English. The left boot was, like, I don't know, I guess, like, part of it collapsed or whatever. Maybe it wasn't even that. Maybe it was like my foot was dangling about. I don't know. I had those boots for a while, and they just started to hurt my feet something awful. But yeah, just put myself through a bunch of torture just to, ingrain a little, instill a little fucking, what do you call it, It's, that would work here, yeah? Like, I feel like that would. But the problem is, like, what the hell am I going to... Like, how am I going to have something similar to that where I can ingrain, like, values I want, right? Like, I want to get up out of bed when I'm awake. I want to read before I go to bed, I don't want to be staring at a computer screen before I go to bed, and I don't want to be, passing out on my, at my desk. I don't want to be doing that. I don't know. I don't like how it feels. Also, kind of makes you feel groggy afterwards. I don't know if you folks have done that, but it's not fun. It really isn't. If I could figure out a way to implement, like, a punishment, or like basically what I did, like that 16-mile walk to the house. If I could implement a 16-mile walk, or something to that effect, where I could remember. Jeez, but I have to rack my brain, because I have no idea. Jeez, it was amazing though, yo. It was, I was walking to the house, right? 16 miles. I was taking, that windy road, Schubert. That one that's above the floodplain. Some man had a brain. God bless. This car, it was driving like towards me, and then it turned around, and I saw it come back the other way, and the car just stopped, and it rolled down its window, and this lady was like, "Hey, you need a lift?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." And she's like, "You sure?" It was driving alongside me as I'm walking. Like, dude, I had so many, like, opportunities for a ride. Like, it's crazy. I mean, I probably could have gotten stabbed by that lady. It is possible. I doubt it, but it is possible, right? After that one man got stabbed at that gas station, like, not that far away from my sister's apartment, anything goes, dude. Anything fucking goes. This was before that, but still. Right? Chehalis Centralia is scum. It's actually scum. It's crazy. You have, like, the cesspool of the fucking worst here, man. Like, the actual worst. I mean, it's fine. It's home. It's just, you gotta be on your toes, man. You actually gotta be on your toes. I mean, it's not as bad as other places. Like, let's be honest, it's not Detroit. But it's... some stupid shit happens here. And some crazy stupid shit. And then you have some, like, tweakers, which... they're just weird. They're just honestly weird. Sad creatures. Kind of like Golem. Or, if you've seen the Joker movie, it's kind of like that. That one that was released, 2018, 2019? Something like that? Yeah. Kind of gives me that vibe. Whenever I watch Lord of the Rings, I'm like, jeez, dude. I feel for Golem, because it's like, the ring just manipulated him. It's sad. It's actually sad. But then at the same time, I'm having a blast, because I fucking love fantasy, dude. Fantasy's great. Fantasy is fun. So I'm playing Warhammer now, Total War. I'm playing the dwarves. because me and Dad and Bethany's boyfriend, Jakey Poo, were watching The Hobbit, which is not... Okay, boys, I'm going to be honest. The Hobbit isn't that great, right? The only, like, unexpected journey is the best out of that, right? But I have a lot of problems with unexpected journey. But it's okay. I think if Peter Jackson, had enough time to shoot it how he wanted it, if he had enough time, I think it could have been, a masterpiece, right? Like The Lord of the Rings. But it's fine. My major gripe with that entire, like, trilogy is, one, it shouldn't be a trilogy, right? I mean, I think we all know this. Unless you haven't read the books. Show of hands, anyone not read the books? Okay, put your hands down. Nobody cares. Okay, so in the book, The Hobbit, it's been a long time since I've read it, okay? So I'm not entirely sure. But if I remember correctly, the Battle of Five Armies is one chapter. One chapter, okay? And then they turn that one chapter into an entire movie. I did not like that. I actually did not like that. I loved the book. I appreciated what Jackson tried to do. I hated, loathed even, the Battle of Five Armies. It was basically trying to take a shit on The Hobbit. That's how I took it, right? And I didn't like how Legolas, he's friggin' in The Hobbit. Like, what? Dude, are you serious? Get this man out of here. He wasn't in the book. Get this man out of here. Fuck this guy, dude. Get him out. Usurp him. Actually, wait a second. He's not a king. Just get him out. Kick him. Boot him. And then that elf chick, who's like got the hots for Legolas, but his dad won't let him. I don't know, right? She also shouldn't be in the movie. I didn't like that. Because it's like, dude, I mean, problems, I mean, books are always going to be better than movie adaptations. I just want them to, adhere to the core values of the masterpiece? Is that a word? That came before, Like, I don't know, Like, that's the major problem I have with the J.J. Abrams Star Wars, because it's a massive pile of junk. It's a massive bantha shit. It looks pretty, but it's a massive bantha shit, because it's just regurgitated fucking, original trilogy, which is ridiculous. Like, watching that, I'm like, fuck me. Just might as well just turn this off. Go and watch, A New Hope all the way to Return of the Jedi. This is garbage. Actual garbage. I didn't even watch the final one. I'm like, fuck this, dude. I can barely stand the first two. There's no way. I talked to Jacob and he's like, as long as you can turn your brain off, it's fine. And I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. That's a no-go for me, dog. A no-go. I can't do it, dude. I can't do it, okay? I'm going to be as critical as I can about myself, right? And that critical function in me is critical about things I enjoy and things, that I believe to be, stellar, right? So I'm not going to be, turning that thing off just to watch something. I mean, it feels like a lot of, like, newer movies are like that, where they're just, they don't really have any idea what they're doing. It's just a big cesspool of what have you, and they just throw it all together. Doesn't really make sense. Looks cool though. I don't like that. I'm not a fan. Might I say I am not a fan. Jeez. Like, can we actually just try to, I don't know, go back, what, 20 years? I mean, 30 years, 40 years, before I was even thought of, you know? Before the idea of me was even conceived. Right? There were still Alexes walking the face of the earth, but it wasn't me. I think, you know, way back in the day, there was actually stories that had decent, amazing, like, Kelly's Heroes, that's a fucking masterpiece, okay? Okay? The Alamo? Okay, that's amazing, right? Like, geez, dude. Those old war films? The Guns of Neverone? The Great Escape? Sons of Katie Elder? Like, dude. Those were movies. And then you have all this garbage nowadays, man. I mean, there is some good stuff. There is some good stuff. The Mandalorian was good. As long as you don't, you know... What I didn't like about The Mandalorian was, after episode 3, Mando talked too much. Like, it didn't make any sense. He was, like, pandering to my stupidity. I did not appreciate that. And from what I've seen of the Book of Boba Fett, I've only seen episode 3, and I saw that they have 4 now. 4 is out. But the Book of Boba Fett is good as well. I didn't like that most people were like complete idiots and didn't read. I guess that wasn't like a mainstream thing. That's one thing I don't like, because there's movie canon is widely accepted, and then book canon is like witchcraft. You know, it's stupid. It's heavily skewed, and I don't know. The books are always better, dude, because you get really talented minds, you know, just tearing out, like, heavy tomes. Like, I don't know. It's dumb. It's dumb. You know? And then all these people who are, like, surprised that Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc pit. Has nobody read Tales of Jabba's Palace? I commented that on Boba Fett's theme because I was listening to his theme. I'm like, dude, this slaps. Right? And I was scrolling down the comments seeing who else think it slaps. All do, right? Who's surprised? None. And I see this comment that is like, whose reveal was more impressive? Boba's or Luke's? And I'm like, 100% Luke's, right? We already knew that Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc pit because, hello, read Tales of Jabba's Palace? And I get this fucking no-name scrub wannabe Star Wars fan that says fucking what did he say? He said, well, that's not actually canon. Like, are you serious? You're gonna hit me with that? Not actually canon? Fuck you, man. There's so much like extended universe stuff that is in canon. It is actually canon. It's not classified as canon, but it is. It definitely is. Like, shut up. You don't even read. You do not even read. Because if you read, you wouldn't be surprised by Boba Fett's reveal. You would not. Like, 100% you would not. But I guess people don't read anymore. Which is, that was one of the things that Betty White said, apparently. The biggest downfall of America is today's generation does not read. You know? She was a national treasure, man. Fuck me. Well, okay, this has been gone on for a whole while, man. Okay, alright. I'm gonna try to do this once in a while. I'm not gonna hold myself to certain, you know, accountabilities. Because Lord knows I can't follow through that well. But if I had, just a little bit of push, because a little bit of push got me out of Dad's house. Now I'm here. Like, holy shit. I would not have imagined that would be the case. I'm gonna be honest, I imagined I would have been at the house until I died. Because I had no drive. And now I have drive, but I have like 17 things I want to do. Which is nuts. It's actually nuts. But anyway, I'm trying to fucking end this thing, and I'm just ranting on and on and on. But that's what it's for, man. That's what it's for. So, yeah. I guess I'll see the three of you that watch this later. Alright? Keep your stick on the ice. Wait a second, that's Blitz's thing. I can't say that. Oh, shit. I need a catchphrase. I need it. Actually, no, I don't. I do not. I refuse to adopt a catchphrase. You can't make me. I will not accept. I will actually if it's good. Or I could just write my own. I am an aspiring author. I am an author. It's just, whatever. I gotta go.